I was wondering when we were going to get some info past December, and they delivered just that so far. Now, I don't know if more news will creep on out. This just kind of slipped through the cracks here. So, Blazing Vortex. We will have the full spoiler for this by the end of the month, as we are missing I think 55 cards in the set. V-Jump scans will start leaking here in the next couple of days, if not tonight, and we will know pretty much everything about this set. So, let's talk about this. What do we know about Blazing Vortex so far, with release info and whatnot? So, 2-4. Alright, mark our calendars. This is our February set. We will be dealing with this very beautiful set for a while. So get ready to chaz it up in 2021 when Blazing Vortex hits the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game on February 5th. Level up your game with 100 cards to play and collect, including a reimagining of Chaz Princeton's Armed Dragon cards from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX animated series. Play them on their own or combine them with the original Armed Dragon cards to create a hard-hitting new strategy that aims to unleash a brand new version of Armed Dragon level 10 with empowered all the way up to 10,000 attack. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Phantom Rage introduced 17 world premiere cards. All right, so I do want to point that out here that we are getting 17 cards in Phantom Rage. Blazing Vortex ups the ante with 19. All right, think about that. 19 world premiere cards. Blazing Vortex both debuts a new combat-crazed world premiere theme and spices things up with some world premiere cards that turn the rules of engagement on their head, including a new continuous trap card that forces duelists to take turns playing their monster effects. Which means that, are we going to have a literal trap card that says you can only have one monster effect resolved per turn? I don't know if I like the threat of that, honestly. That's very interesting that we might actually be pulling something out like that into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And actually, that's kind of scary here. Now, in addition, you can find cards that power up some of the themes introduced in Secret Slayers, Rise of the Duelist, Phantom Rage, and Genesis Impact. New cards for themes introduced in 2010, 2012, 2016, 2017, and 2019. Screw 2018. The latest version of an iconic spell card that everyone knows. Okay. A world premiere card that reinvents another classic spell card, and more. Now, once again, we're going to get 10 Secret Rares, 14 Ultras, 26 Supers, and 50 Commons in this. Now, I do want to point out here that we might be getting, there's no solid evidence for this, alright? I'm just saying, the latest version of an iconic spell card that everyone knows, okay, or a world premiere card that reinvents another classic spell card. Now, don't get me wrong here. The rumor mill is churning that this is where we're going to be getting the almighty Crossout Designator. So remember, this card lets us declare a card name, banish one card with the same name from your deck, and if you do, until the end of this turn, its effects are negated, as well as the activated effects and effects on the field of the card with the same original name as that. You can only activate one Crossout Designator per turn. Now, as I said, this is a little bit far-fetched to me. I saw that Italian Yu-Gi-Oh! Was saying, like, hey, we're getting this in Blazing Vortex. Like, these meet the rules of engagement for what we were talking about here. Now, we know that we saw the limitation coming for Called by the Grave. This is the big cliche, well, we got to hit Called by the Grave for sales because we're just going to print Crossout Designator. Now, Crossout Designator will warp the metagame, all right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is going to be the card that is going to make people feel really weird about the game because in the OCG, this stops Maxi. You use this to stop Ash Blossom. In the mirror match, this card is absurdly toxic, all right? Like, you can pierce anything. A 3 tactical talent, a Lightning Storm, an evenly matched, Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre. If you're playing Dragon Link, you can pierce out one of their combo pieces from the deck. This card is by far a replacement called By the Grave. It's not something that the player base wanted to have to deal with, but this card has been long in coming for the upgrade, and I am definitely looking forward to at least getting my hands on this. If the rumors based on what I just read to you guys for the Blazing Vortex information lines up, this is strictly a rumor at this point. Alright, so it would make sense. Now, with this all being had and said, we got one other piece of good information today. Alright, and the thing that nobody asked for, I mean, not a single one of us asked for, Structure Deck Freezing Chains. This is going to be a 46 card structure deck. This will be officially released on February 19th. Now, I just want to point out here that we have no information on the Dragoonity structure deck. There's nothing, which feels kind of weird, actually. Does that mean that we're not getting the Dragoonity structure deck? Are we delaying it? Are we going to import the cards into another set? I'm not quite sure on that. As winter grows colder, the icy prison cannot withhold the growing storm within. The return of Trishula is nigh. The synchro monster of the ice barrier break free in structure deck Freezing Chains. Originating in the very first hidden arsenal, the ice barrier strategy puts the freeze on the opposing strategies while preparing to finish them off with their incredible synchro monsters. I can't take this seriously. Ice barrier monsters work as a team to suppress the opponent's actions. So that's what ice barriers do. There are ice barrier monsters that weaken the opposing monsters, prevent your opponent from tribute summoning, delay the activation of spell cards, prevent attacks, and more. But only if you control a second ice barrier monster. If that second monster also has a similar oppression effect, you'll get both effects. Wow, I'm really glad that this is what ice barriers actually frickin' do. The famous ice barrier monster of all, Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, returns in a new form, even more destructive form in structure deck Freezing Chains. We read that card. It's pretty good. It floats. Not only does the new synchro monster banish up to 3 cards the opponent controls, it also summons the original Trishula if your opponent destroys it. The new Trishula can find a home in any strategy that can use synchro monsters, so don't miss out on your chance to add this powerful monster to your extra deck. Structure Deck Freezing Chain includes all of the Ice Barrier synchro monsters as part of its 5-card extra deck. So that's cool. And then we get, 37 commons, 3 supers, 6 ultras, and a playmat for $10. I mean, generic Trishula synchro is pretty generic. I'll take it. So this is all the news that we got so far. Unfortunately, no word on Dragoonity, as much as I really was hoping that we would get the chance to see the structure deck coming out here. It might be like a March or April release at this point. These were, as you'll see here, these just literally popped up on the website here. You see we have literally between Genesis Impactors and Blazing Vortex, January is going to be a barren month in the game. Oh boy, another barren month where we don't get to play new sets. I guess it's going to be a trend from now on. Like, we're just going to see nice long splits where there's not really much that we'll get to really enjoy. And I feel like, to a degree, that's fine. We have the Charmer structure deck rolling out here soon. Freezing Chains. And I mean, Legendary Duel Season 2, I guess, is the only other real thing that we have coming up. But, like I said, barren month for January. So, looks like a straight 8 weeks with nothing from Genesis Impactors to Legendary Duelist for us. So, what do you guys think about all of the info that's coming out here? This pretty much will bring us up to, March? And March might be another barren month. I feel like with how current distribution chains are going, we kind of have to have reduced products at this point. That way we can actually get more stuff out. Current marketing trends aren't really the best right now with the entire world situation, as you can see. So I guess if we have to reduce the gas pedal on pumping out product at the moment to, kind of equivalent to this so we can at least get stuff out, it would make sense. So what do you guys think about everything? Please leave a comment down below and what you guys think. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well,
I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCall40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCall40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcallgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.